Hello and welcome back to another video. Today, we're doing the schedule predictions again, except this time, instead of going game by game like we did last time down here, we're going to do it by team. So I'm going to try to make this a somewhat quick video. So getting right into it with the Ravens. Week 1 in Indianapolis, weird things happen week 1. I'm going to take the Colts in this one. Bounce back against the Saints. The Cowboys in Brazil is an interesting game. Um, I'm going to take the Ravens in this one. They're going to go on a little bit of a run here. I'm actually going to take the Falcons in an upset and the Browns. I'm going to have them losing 2, bouncing back against the Ravens, getting a win against the Bills, going on a little bit of a run here to end the season. I'm going to have the Texans getting one on them. I think they're going to split with Pittsburgh, and then I think that they're going to split with Cincinnati. So I have them going 11-6. Let's do it by division. So moving on to the Browns, I have the Jags getting the win here. Bucks. I'm going to have the Browns getting a win against the Panthers, getting a win against the Steelers, win against the Jets, a good 4 wins right there. I have them beating the Titans. Steelers are going to get back. Saints get back there. Texans, I'll have them beating the Raiders. Don't think they're going to beat the Bengals or the Falcons. I have the Giants winning that one. I have the Colts winning that one. And then the Bengals. So that's 6-11 record. Week 1, I feel like the Bengals' struggles are going to go away. They're going to play their starters in the preseason like they should have been doing this whole time. I'm going to lose against the Texans. I think their defense is just too good. They're going to struggle with Pittsburgh. I think they'll get a win in Jacksonville, win in Miami. Should win this game. Should get the win in Spain against the Falcons. I think they'll split with Pittsburgh. Monday night, this really all depends on if Jayden Daniels is playing. I'm going to trust Jayden Daniels to stay healthy here. Having them beating the Saints, beating the Chiefs. This is an interesting game in Carolina. I'm going to have them beating Carolina and then losing to the Colts. They're going to lose one of these games. So that's a 12-5 record for the Bengals. And then finally, moving on to the Steelers. I'll have them winning in week 1. I'll have the Patriots in week 2. I think they're going to beat the Colts. I think they're going to lose to the Bucks. Saints in Spain is going to be an interesting game. I'm going to have the Steelers winning that. I'll have the Eagles at home. Friday night in Pittsburgh. I feel like the Broncos defense is going to get it done. It's going to be a good game. They're going to struggle against Houston. I think Monday night in Jacksonville, they should get it done. I actually think this is a Sunday night game. Yeah, no, the Steelers, they're going to struggle with that defense. I think they'll beat the Titans. So the Steelers will go 8-9, very Steeler-esque fashion. The Texans, I'll have them beating the Bills at home, the Colts at home is a little tricky. 9 a.m. at home, they should beat Dallas. I think they'll beat Tennessee. In London against Jacksonville is a little tricky. Should beat the Giants. I think the Chargers will get that one. I think they'll beat the Colts. Commanders could be a little tricky. I think they should get it done, though. Get it done there. I'll take Philadelphia at home in that one. And then I'll take them beating the Packers. Another game where they'll lose one and win one in these two. We could really switch it around, though. And then beating Tennessee to end it. Colts, Patrick Mahomes probably won't be healthy quite yet, so I'll take the Colts there. I'm going to take the Commanders in London. I'll take the Colts at home in that one. I'm going to take the Vikings in that one. I think they'll beat the Jags in week 8, and then I think they'll go on. Dallas can be a little tricky. I think they're going to get it done, though. I think they're going to beat Miami. The Giants could be a little tricky. I'm going to take the Colts in that one, though. I think lose to Philadelphia. I think the Titans are going to get one on them, and then the Jags they're going to split the series. Moving on to Jacksonville, I'm going to have. I feel like the Broncos aren't going to be as good as they were last year, but I feel like they'll still. I like the Jalen Waddle addition for Denver. I think Jacksonville is going to beat New England. I don't think they're going to go 2-0 in London. I think the Titans are going to get one on them. Week 10 in Tennessee. Now, I feel like they're going to win that, but lose that. I think they beat Tennessee twice. I think the Bears are going to get the win there. And then I feel like Dallas is going to get that one and beat Washington. So an 8-9 record for Jacksonville. Tennessee, I feel like they'll get out to a strong start, beating the Eagles in an upset in week 2, then losing to the Giants. I'll take Dallas at home. I'll take the Commanders, the Lions, and then they start to slow down later in the season. So a 3-14 record for them. Then we move on to the Broncos. I'll take Denver. I feel like Patrick Mahomes won't be quite healthy yet. I'll take the Rams, the Niners, take the Chargers at home. I'll take Seattle to get the win. No, I'm actually going to take Denver here. I'll take Denver going on a little bit of a run. Patrick Mahomes, I think they're going to beat the Chiefs twice, actually. In Carolina is a little rough. I'll take Carolina there. I'll take them to beat the Raiders. I'll take them against Miami, against the Jets, against the Raiders again. I'll take Buffalo to get revenge, Patriots, and then Denver again. So 11-6 record. I'll take the Chargers getting off to a good start. In Buffalo's rough. In Seattle's rough too. Week 6, I'll take Kansas City at home. I'll take the Rams in that one. I'll take the Chargers going on a little bit of a run right here. I'm going to take the Niners in that one, and then going on a little bit of a run to end it. And then Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes is probably going to come back after the bye. I think they go 2-2 to start the season. I think he'll get revenge against Seattle, should beat the Jets. Falcons are going to be a little tricky. Patrick Mahomes will be back at this point. Don't think they're going to lose one and win one in this stretch. Then should finish out strong in the end to get a 10-7 record. Then the Raiders, I feel like they're going to lose to the Saints, lose to New England, lose these 2 games. I think they can beat the Jets. The Niners is a little tricky. I'm going to take Seattle in that one too. And then I'm going to take the Cardinals there. 3-14, not great for the Raiders. I'll take the Bills at home. I'm going to take the Bills in that one. I'll take the Rams. I'll take Minnesota at home. It's going to be a little tricky. The Bills should win those back to back. Take New England, splitting the series. In Green Bay is going to be a little rough, but I'm still going to take them there. I'll take them to beat the Bears, and then finishing out strong. Then I'll look at New England's schedule. I think Seattle's going to get them in week 1. I think the Bears will win that. I think Miami's going to beat them once. I think they can beat the Packers. The Lions are going to be a little tricky. I think they can beat Minnesota. I think they beat the Jets twice, finishing out with a 9-8 record. And then moving on to Miami, I'll take the Niners. I'll take the Jets to beat them once. And then I'll take this. So Miami having the worst record so far. I missed a game for them. What game did I miss? Oh, yeah, I'll take Minnesota. And then the Jets. I feel like we're not going to have two upsets. I think we actually will. I think week 2 is going to be the week of the upsets. I think the Jets will beat the Packers, and then that's going to help the Lions and Bears in the NFC North. And I'll take Arizona. I don't think they're going to beat two NFC North teams. I think they will, actually. I think they're going to do a little bit better than Miami, and they're going to really help Detroit and Chicago by beating the Packers and the Vikings. Moving on to the NFC, I'll take the Rams in Australia. Rams against the Giants. I'll take the Eagles at home in that one. I'll take the Rams there. Washington's going to be a tricky team this season. I'll take them beating Arizona, beating Green Bay. I'll take the Niners at home. I'll take the Rams in that one. This is going to be a little tricky, but I think they'll split the series. And then Tampa Bay at home is going to be a little tricky, but I'll still take the Rams. Eagles, I'll take them. I'll take Washington in week 1. I'll take the Bears at home in that one. I think they go on a little streak here, a 4-game winning streak, 5-game winning streak. I think they're going to split with Dallas. Should beat Arizona. I think they'll beat Seattle. And then I think they lose their last 2. Chicago, I think Panthers are going to get it done there. Bounce back, go on a little bit of a win streak here. Beat the Packers in Green Bay. The Falcons could be a little tricky. I'll take the Falcons there. I'll take Seattle at home. I'll take them against the Bucks, against the Saints. This is going to be, I think they're going to win, beat the Lions on Thanksgiving. I think Friday against Green Bay, they'll get the win against Detroit again, and then they'll split the series with Minnesota. And then moving on to the Vikings, I'll actually take them in week 1 against Green Bay. I like the Bucks in that one. Saints could be tricky, but I'm still going to trust Minnesota there. I'll take the Lions splitting with the Packers. I'll take the Niners in Mexico City, beating the Falcons, beating the Panthers, getting the win in Detroit. And then Saturday, I think in Minnesota, they should be able to get it done. Moving on to the Lions, I'll take them in week 1. I'll take them against the Panthers and the Cardinals. I'll take them at home there. I think they beat the Bucks. Falcons, 10 a.m. That's a little tricky. I'll take them at home there, and then I'll take the Packers to end it. And then the Packers, I'll have them beating the Falcons. The Bucks are going to be a little tricky. Dallas is going to be a little tricky, but they should get it done. I think they get revenge on the Panthers. Saints, 9 a.m. They should get the job done there. And kind of a disappointing season for the Packers. I only have them going 7-10. Moving on to the Niners, I'm going to have them beating Arizona. I'll have Seattle at home in week 6. I'll have them beating the Commanders. I think we lose to Atlanta. I think Dallas finally beats us. Splitting the series with Seattle. I think we beat the Giants and we beat Arizona twice. And then moving on to Seattle, I will take Seattle getting off to a decent start. I think the Commanders at home. I like the Commanders this season. Don't forget that they went to the NFC Championship only 2 years ago. So, they weren't good last year because Jaden Daniels was injured. So that's why I'm so high on the Commanders right now. Monday night in Seattle is going to be tricky. I think they get the job done there. Then I think they lose to Carolina. Moving on to the Cardinals, I'll take the Giants. I'll take Dallas. I'll take the Commanders. I'll take the Saints. So Miami and Arizona tying with the worst records. We already did the NFC North. So let's move on to the Commanders. I don't think they get back-to-back wins. I think week 5 is a little tricky. They should split the series with the Giants. They get the job done there. 10-7 season, not bad. Dallas, I feel like they lose in week 1. I think they beat the Bucks, and then I think they split the series with the Giants. And then moving on to the Giants, I'll take them against the Saints. Falcons, week 2, should get the job done at home. I like the NFC South teams splitting with each other. I feel like, I'm just going to have the NFC South splitting because the NFC South is such a weird division. I think most teams will split with or I think the whole division will be split just because it's so hard to. I think every team will be good in the NFC South. So that's why 6-11, 6-11. So not great for the Saints and Panthers, but moving on to the playoffs, let's see what we got here. We have the Broncos and Ravens. This is a good game. Can Denver pull it off? I think Denver will pull it off at home. It's going to be cold. Bills, Colts, the Bills, that should be an easy win for them. Same with the Bengals. The Chargers won't be able to get it done. Falcons, Niners is going to be interesting. Will we be able to stop? I think we should. They're going to have Tua or Penix at QB, but I do like the Falcons this season. Eagles, Lions. I feel like the Eagles are going to get it done there. I just don't trust Dan Campbell. He's going to too many risks. He's going to take too many risks. And then Bears, Commanders. I feel like if there's any team the Bears wouldn't want to play, it's actually the Commanders. I know they're the 7 seed, and I know that the Bears are super electric, but I think that the Bears are going to struggle to stop Jaden Daniels. So moving on, we have Broncos, Texans, battle of the two best defenses in the league. I feel like Houston's defense is better, and I like the Texans' receiving core better. If CJ Stroud can just play good, Texans should be easy win. Bengals, Bills is interesting. I'm going to trust the Bengals to get it done at home. Niners, Eagles, a rematch of last year. The Eagles do have a new staff, but I feel like the Niners still should get the job done. It is in Philadelphia, so this is interesting, but I feel like the Niners should get the job done. And then Rams, Commanders. I'll take the Rams at home. The Commanders could be tricky this season, so I wouldn't count out the Commanders in that game. So Bengals, Texans, basically best offense versus best defense. It really just depends if you prefer defense or offense. I feel like the Texans are the more well-rounded team, and then Niners, Rams. I'm going to take, it really just depends. The Rams are at home, but we always go back and forth with them. I'm going to take the Niners in that one. This is really a 50-50 game, though, and it is in LA, so I really could take the Rams here. But I feel like either way, kind of like what I said in the last video, this is the Niners' last chance at a Super Bowl run. If we stay healthy, we should be able to get the job done.